This
Gamers. No, there's no little dance. I'm sure that you're asking so that you can leave, and that's fine. Anyway, we're playing Grapple and we're grappling. We're cyber hooking it. We're hooking. I'm a hook. I'm what's the name of one who hooks? A hookist? A hooker? I think that's what it is. I'm a hooker today, chat. Cyber. I hit the wrong button. Press any key? That's like a large variety of options. Anyway, we only got a few levels left here. I think this is the last section. So these might be pretty hard. I don't know how well I'm gonna do here. I am looking out for new games, chat, by the way. If anyone has if anyone has a request, even if it's just a game already in my backlog, honestly, because I need to work on those. I don't know what game I want to play next. I'm thinking maybe Outer Wilds. But anyway, if you see a game in my backlog, or you know a game out of my backlog that I've been thinking of trying a platformer, another. Oh God. Whoa, that's fucked up. I'm guessing it's enclosed in here. Yeah. Checks out. "11 streams in a row." It says 7. Okay, this is fucked. Jesus, man. What's a guy to do? Lost 4 fingers last night? What the fuck does that mean? Oh, I see. Good one, good one. You know what? I respect it, I respect it. A cleverer man would have known what you meant. Fuck! Why didn't I have a double jump there? That was good enough. The Star Trek game, awful. It is pretty bad, yeah. But well, I mean, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's no mood. Dude, I feel like if you're hating the Star Trek game, just play it on your phone instead of your. This is fucked up, by the way. What I'm being asked to do here. This is crazy. You have an iPhone 12? I don't know how, what iPhone are they on now? Like 20, 15? Epilepsy warning? I don't know. Because of the death screen? It's only 1 flash per death. It's not that bad. I mean, I do die pretty frequently, but not that. It's at least a few seconds in between for me to get to the surface that kills you. Oh. Dude, I have to lock in so hard to understand what's happening in Apothecary Diaries. It's kind of like I've never had to pay so close attention to something in order to... Maybe I should be watching that dubbed, but very picky and I don't like the dub. Oh god. What am I supposed to do, man? This is hard as hell. I was thinking of going back to Celeste, but that would be such like a grind because the only thing I have left to get is golden berries, and that's just gonna be grind Zilla, dude. I do kind of want to go back for golden berries though. Like part of me. Oh my god, this is fucked up. Use code SPOC to get in-game rewards. I didn't even notice that I was advertising that very promo code. Woo! Oh, I was so out of it at work today, chat, but then I actually ended up in kind of a good mood when I got home, so. I was drinking the sugar-free Monster Energies because I forgot my Celsius at home. No, it's not Friday, unfortunately. God, dude. I feel like I've been in such a slump lately, and I haven't wanted to do anything. But I'm trying, man. Planning shit hard though. I did see a play recently. I guess that was pretty cool. I've been hanging out in the chat of the streamer who joined the S&P server while she streams it. Dude, I'm gay and bad at video games. Ah! You're gay? No. Clearly, I get to be more choosy with my words around people like you. Ah, dude! This sucks! I hate to see you happy. That's not true. I don't. What the fuck? That's one of the stupidest things I've ever heard. And true. So I mean, fuck this game, dude. This is the hardest thing ever. What's a man to do? French fries, delicious French fries. Trina had McDonald's for lunch yesterday, and I got home, I could smell the French fries, and I had McDonald's for dinner that day, because I cannot control myself. Ceiling smashma. That is what happens when you smash your head into the fucking ceiling. Maybe I should play a different game this stream, dude. Clearly I don't have what it takes. I felt so good after last time, because I was schmoovin', I was fuego. Fuck. I kind of am starting to get it. Ow. Do McDonald's twice this week because you're about to diet and never have it again. I've been pretty good about not going to McDonald's. What I'm bad about is I get so hungry when it's like my lunch break at work. So I've been having like these microwave meals, but then I also buy, when I go to the store and buy the microwave meals, which the microwave meals themselves are not healthy, but it's at least some form of portion control that there's only so much meal in each one. But like when I go to the store, I also buy Cheez-Its, just, you know, as a snack. And so at lunch, I'll eat a microwave meal, and then I'll just sit there and like munch on Cheez-Its for the next half an hour. So I may as well just be eating garbage, you know? And then I wonder why I'm fat. Like, ugh, anyway. Dude, I need to get started back up again on the shit I was taking for my acne. It's getting out of hand again. I need a haircut, dude. I need to take care of myself. All right, up here then. Okay. What the fuck? You don't know how you eat healthy in America? That shit seem impossible. I don't think it's impossible, but it is difficult. I also am like, and I think this is just unfortunate at this point, like most vegetables taste very yucky to me, and most people I know have grown out of that. Like, that was just like a kid thing. I don't know, man. I discovered in science class in 6th grade that I can taste some sort of chemical that makes like asparagus or whatever, not asparagus. It makes like Brussels sprouts and shit taste awful, and not everyone can taste it. I can, but like a lot of people can, and a lot of people don't seem to mind it all too much. I'm like a child, dude. I don't know, man. I find most vegetables taste quite bitter, and it repulses me. I do eat them anyways, of course, because you need to. I have some amount of self-discipline. What the fuck is the oh, hold on. What is my plan here? How am I supposed to get? You can't get there from here. Wait. Okay, no, the red field does prevent me from grappling through it. I'm so lost. Hold on, what am I doing wrong here? Kind of felt better about doing this. I don't understand what the tech was I'm missing from the beginning. $20 seconds? I could probably do that in 20 seconds. Brussels sprouts are your favorite vegetable? There are ways that I enjoy eating vegetables. The problem is that most of them remove much of the health benefits of the vegetable. Like, there's a lot of things that I like broccoli dipped in ranch dressing, and ranch dressing is super unhealthy. I do like green and red peppers with just salt, which, aside from you're supposed to avoid things that are high in sodium, I think is okay for you. I feel like I'm definitely supposed to be taking advantage of the fact that you can grapple things through the fuzzy red walls, but I still don't see how that makes this any... Okay. I'd love to see how like a speedrunner would play this level. You're kidding! Shots. I like. I think that like what the fuck are they? How grilled Brussels sprouts are pretty good. Grilled asparagus, I think, is actually delicious. Grilled asparagus with salt. I don't like carrots, like in anything, in any form. I mean, except for cake. So you have to make a carrot into a fucking sugary pastry for me to even want to look its way. I don't mind green beans very much, but I do have like a small texture issue with green beans. You don't like carrots? Dude, I always feel like I'm so weird. Like, I feel like everyone's like, oh yeah, like I do like carrots, but I've never liked carrots. Spinach is, I think, pretty good when you like bake it into things. Of course, like every time I like say like, oh yeah, I like this vegetable in this way, everyone's like, oh, well, if you do that to it, it kind of like ruins the nutritional value of it. Spinach doesn't taste like anything? Have you never enjoyed like a delicious spinach pastry? They're delicious. I don't know how to tell you. Lettuce isn't really nutritious to begin with because it's basically water. There are also cucumbers, which are also basically water, but my mom would get this everything bagel seasoning, and I thought that shit was delicious on some cucumbers. Are you fucking for real right now with this? Bitter melon and fell in love. I do not care much for bitterness, I do not think. I'm also not a huge fan of tartness, though I know it's popular. Bitter melon juice. Tomatoes with salt, I like. Like if you take like if you slice a tomato and just put salt on each slice, I think that's delicious. I'm not a huge fan of them unsalted though. And tomatoes, I do think tomatoes are nutritionally a vegetable. I know that botanically they're a fruit. Brother. You're kidding! That's such a fucked up place to need to get into, dude. You need to like thread a needle at the end of this whole gauntlet. I'm running into a recurring problem where I go too high to grab this thing, so let's not do that this time. There we go. if you like hovered over these, it would tell you what time you needed to meet each one in turn. Anything that like you drink that's meant to be healthy for you either isn't healthy for you or tastes like shit or is like obscenely expensive. I've done this before. I was bad at it then too. I see. Fuck. Fuck. I don't know how I'm gonna do that second part. I need to get like maybe a precise like launch angle. I don't know what I'm supposed to do there. Like, how do I live that section? It'd be easy to skip the whole thing. Fuck. I'm trying in Star Trek Fleet Command to be super strategic about how I use my time skips. Like, if I know I'm not going to be doing something for a few hours, because I know I'm going to absolutely need... I don't even know what the movement should look like for this is the problem. Also, what right does a 50-year-old have to call you old? Aren't they drinking shit like prune juice? Seven-minute warp? Fuck no, just let them shits rip? No, dude. Like, if something's gonna take an hour, and I'm not gonna be playing the game for an hour anyway, I'll save that hour and then use it when I have like a fucking 10-hour process. I'm subconsciously making Star Trek references? Well, given that I don't associate Star Trek and prune juice even a little bit at all in my head, I don't think so. I just think of prune juice as a generic old people beverage. I don't even know what I did. I beat the level and I wasn't paying attention because I was thinking about fucking prune juice. And I beat it painfully slowly. Cool. I've never seen a reference to Star Trek to do with prune juice. Maybe I should just take the fact that I was able to reach the exit at all and be happy with that and call it a day. I literally don't know what else I should do here. Oh my god, 10 seconds? I can do that. Worf the Klingon guy drinks prune juice? Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. I do know about Worf because there's a scene in Rick and Morty where they talk about it. It's a joke because they eat worms and stuff? Oh, okay. I knew that would upset you. I calculated that Vivi would be upset by that before I said it out loud, and I figured it was worth saying anyway. Oh, put me in, coach. Fuck! It's such a delicate balance to play. You've seen every Rick and Morty, so you're not aware of what I'm talking about then. You watch YouTube shorts? Do you hate yourself? Just fucking steal it like a normal person. What? You didn't want to watch it? Oh, so you haven't like deliberately watched every Rick and Morty. You've just seen a lot of clips that you're saying that you believe you've seen some content of the whole show. I have not. They came out with, I used to be so hyped every time they came out with more of that show, and then I just didn't care. Like, there's like a season or two I've just never even watched. I think it was after Justin Roiland got like wrongfully arrested, or maybe rightfully arrested. I never really followed up on it. And so they like cut him from the show and they replaced him with someone else, and I thought, like, I don't know. I was a little iffy on it at that point, and I don't think I ever went back. Your best friend made you watch it on the bus when it first came out? I think it's pretty funny. It definitely has its moments. See, I normally don't get involved with the communities of content I like, but that one fucking guy you said that shit about Rick and Morty, like, nobody was immune from that. Like, it changed how everyone on Earth sees the show forever. Like, it's crazy. Like, it went from like a kind of goofy, stupid, funny little show to like, oh, you watch, you're one of those people, fucking, you don't really have the intellect to appreciate how funny Pickle Rick is. I cannot believe that, dude. Like, I know better than to get involved in the fandom for anything, and a lot of stuff I get into much later anyway, so it hardly matters. Like, everyone, like, no one wants to talk to the guy that like just started watching a 2-season show this year when it's been out for 7 years and everyone's seen all the content already. But also, I just know for a fact that like so much like So anything that is genuinely good has a fan base worth avoiding. Like, that, it's just a fact of life. And I think Rick and Morty is an example of the only time when I really just couldn't avoid, like, that I felt differently about the show after some guy said that shit. Like, it's crazy that one person can do so much damage that they make a show that I was enjoying watching feel cringe to me. I'm not the type of guy that lets anyone do that type of thing. And yet, I don't give a fuck what other people think about the types of things that I enjoy. I should watch the new season of Rick and Morty, see if it's any good. I thought it was funny, for sure, the first 3 seasons. Okay, I think I want to do a jump there to cancel my momentum so that I don't smash into the floor at Mach fuck. So that means I shouldn't do a jump before then. I should just wait until I'm like right here. Jump cancel, fuck. I very adamantly do not allow, that's why, like, whenever I'm interested in some shit, like, I try to get someone, like, who's already my friend to watch it so that I can talk about it with them and, like, see how they react to it as they go along. I like watching other people react to stuff I've already seen. I am not at all interested in engaging with people who already like the thing that I've seen, you know? I mean, like, my sister and I both like One Piece, and I'll talk to her about it, but, like, say that all toxic fandoms are built around wonderful things, but I will say that most things that are, like, things that are truly great, that, like, people all really like for good reason, are, like, toxic fandom magnets. Like, you're never gonna find some content that's, like, really cool and engaging and moving, and it's not, like, a bunch of people that you never want to talk to that discuss it online. I don't even know how to, like, when people say, like, oh yeah, now that, like I saw the whatever the fuck fandom and it made me, like, not want to engage with it. I don't even know what people, like, mean when they say that. Like, what do you mean you saw the fandom? Like, is there is on a message board? Like, what does that mean? Maybe I'm crazy. Like, their subreddit? Like, I also like having my own little, like, pet theories about a show that I'm watching that, but, like, it sucks. That sucks for real, though, because, like, you can't, like, go and discuss it because it's, like, everyone else has, like, already watched the whole thing and read everything that the author has ever said. No, you fucking buffoon. Clearly that's not the case, because if you read the back cover of the 23rd volume of the manga, you would know. Doxing voice actors is, yeah, that is crazy. Well, that's like I said, I don't let the other people who like something, like, ruin the source material for me, but I also know that when people flock around a popular thing, it almost always sucks ass, and so I just don't make any effort to engage with people who like are super into a thing that I'm into. Like I know better. I'm better off telling my friends about the thing and then talking about it with them. Then there's also stuff where like sometimes a fandom for something is so big that it's split and you end up with like your dream stands and your mat pats for the same franchise. Like I feel like if I stop watching something because the fan base for it is terrible, then like the terrorists win. Who are they to decide what I am and am not allowed to find entertaining? Yeah, funny stuff, dude. That was like a really good swing. If I could do that every time, I'd be happy. Media literacy among the fandom is pretty high. Yeah, but like, how do I engage with a fandom as old as Star Trek if I'm just getting into it? Like, what does that even mean? Like, do you join the Discord server for it? I don't know. I've never seen an episode of My Hero either, though I have been hearing a lot of great things about it lately. I kind of just thought it was like an annoying generic shonen, but like people have been singing its praises more lately. I thought the main character of that was pretty annoying, so I wasn't going to watch it. Like I thought, but I never even seen the main character to know he's annoying. That was like the impression I got based on what people said online, so I should try it for myself. Reddit and Facebook memes? That sounds miserable. Yeah, just find memes from like two of the worst places to find memes on the planet. There's some quality stuff on Reddit if you're lucky. I don't know, dude. I don't know what I'm doing on successful attempts that sets them apart. I do know that Tumblr used to be a big thing for that. I do see a lot of people talking on Twitter about like, oh, like why do people like hate on or appreciate or whatever. Like they're complaining about something to do with such and such popular ship in fandom. I fucking hate that shit, dude. The only time I think about like two characters should be together romantically is when it's like clearly intended by the author. I don't give a fuck about which One Piece characters should fuck, because none of them are going to. No! Okay. You know what? You don't think you were in any fandoms outside of basketball until you were 16? It's weird to me that there is a fandom of basketball. Like, I guess it makes sense. Like, it's just as much like a media as any other. Like, there's no reason that there shouldn't be a fandom of basketball. It's just not something that I think about. Please. You're fucking joking me, dude. Alright, fuck it. Next level. I'll come back to that one. Master Airbender? That doesn't sound like... Oh my god. Oh my god. What? Well, I hope you figured out whatever mechanic I didn't figure out in that last area. Oh. Man. All wrapped in red, huh? Can't go over it. Can't go under it. No! Fuck! I'm hoping that by practicing my grappling hook skills, I'll get better at Terraria. Dude, trying to say like your train of thought while streaming, I'm realizing what the issue with it is. I will frequently abandon thoughts halfway through, and then I can't say anything because the thought I was cooking just went nowhere, you know? It's like saying like, they call me the Grappler cause and then like, what if I either awkwardly fill the gap with something stupid like I beat grappling, which fucking of course, like look at me, or I just leave it at that and then everyone thinks I'm crazy. Make funny nicknames for everyone. Oh, are you talking about basketball? Deku is pretty fucking annoying. I feel like if your main character is going to be annoying, you better have executed everything really well for me to still want to watch it. Speaking of annoying main characters, dude, it makes me think of Steins Gate, which I don't really have anything relevant to say, but that is one of the most annoying main characters, and it's insane that I actually watched that whole show, and it's insane that I actually liked it at the end, based on how I felt about it at the beginning. I was like, damn, last time I'm taking an anime recommendation from this fucking guy. Because you have to watch half the show to get to a good episode. Oh my god, what were the fucking goal times? Why does it not? Oh wait, it does. No, it doesn't. You hover over it and it tells you your best time. It doesn't tell you the goal times at all. Try harder? Fuck you, I'm trying my hardest, man. This looks fucked up. Yeah, we're just gonna put you in a region made entirely of fuck you blocks. So you're telling me I'm expected to go through here, then... I can't even enter this region. And if I can, how? There's a purple field across the entrance. Oh, is that one blue? Maybe I have to go through the side entrance? What is the intended route here? Shit. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here differently. It's another one where I don't really understand the intended route. Like, what's even the point of having that massive entrance blocked by an impassable surface? I don't get it. Like, why is that there? Why did they build that geometry that you're not allowed to interact with? Makes no fucking sense. I'm so confused. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, it looks like I'm supposed to be way the fuck up there, but how would I get there from here? You know what I mean? You can't get there from here. Okay, there's no difference between the like the red and purple. Like, I don't even know why they bothered making like a red wall and a red field and a purple wall and a purple field are all functionally identical. You can't stand on them, you can't go through them, and you can't grapple, and their grapple ability is the same regardless. So what's the point in differentiating? I think they should all be fields because those can be seen through. I don't know, man. What am I supposed to be doing here? What's the intended route? I don't know what the developer wants me to do. Maybe they don't know either. Maybe this is just like a, I don't know, we made a fuck-ass level, figure it out. Like, how do I get up there? How would I ever get enough height to get up there? What fucking wacko trick that I don't know gets, like, bonkers height for free? I guess that gets decent height for a reasonable price. Still nowhere close to getting on top of that platform way up there. God fucking knows how you're supposed to get up there. I don't even understand how you, in theory, would get up there. Yeah, I'll just miss. I don't know. What am I supposed to be doing? What is the... Chad, are you guys seeing something that I'm not? Because I genuinely don't understand my objective. Like, the only things I can grapple onto are these blue blocks. And I'm expected to somehow be way the fuck up that, like, where am I getting that height? I just don't understand what the game wants from me. Like, here I'm kind of just forced to go through the tunnel, because, like, what else am I gonna do? If I grab... that platform really early, I can use it to swing below. If I grab it really early, I can use it to swing below and get a modest amount of height that does not propel me to the rest of the course. Fuck. What am I supposed to do? Like, even on levels where I, like, ultimately end up cheesing, I can normally understand at least what the developer intended the route to be. Like, obviously whoever made the game thinks that you should be getting up there. They wouldn't have put this, like, big purple slanty thing. They don't expect you to, like, tether yourself up as you're falling off the bottom of the map. There is some expectation that you're able to reach those purple windows and have a difficult time there. No, I grappled towards it. Ugh. I just need to click on it and then let fate take the wheel. You just have so little time to click on it, dude. All right, there we go. Like, what's the point of that big purple? Like, there's just like a whole area in there that's not useful at all. Dude, the dysgraphia is getting to me, I won't lie. The fact that I can't point the mouse quickly and precisely is becoming an issue. What the fuck? Not enough leeway. Like, you have to be so quick just to get what must be intended because it sends you up there. Maybe I swing underneath both platforms? I don't think so. You got a part of the game? Like you stood up and it helped? It like made you better at it? Yeah, I'm ever touching anything ever again. No! Fuck me, dude. I preferred the levels that were kind of like route optimization puzzles to the levels that are just like play extremely precisely or you just die levels. I don't think these ones are as fun. Okay. Sure, I deserve that. Why was I still moving? Hello? Refs? I wasn't inputting anything and my hook wasn't attached to anything and my guy just decides to walk off the fucking platform? Hello? What do I do? Oh my, what am I even supposed to do there? Like, the last thing you want to experience in a level of this game is that you feel like you need to slow down and take your time to like think it through at a certain part. Like, I mean, yes, slowing down and taking your time to optimize a route is part of it for the route optimization levels, but like for shit like this, dude, it's just find the solution and then have perfect execution. I'm going to an institution. Okay, so I don't know if you're supposed to go through those, like how a perfect super player would do that. Alright, I'm the perfect super player. I'm going... Yeah, we just built a whole redundant part of the level that you would never go to for any reason. You just unlocked the worst thing ever? What'd you unlock? Look at the Discord. You're really breaking my immersion here. Holy fuck. Oh yeah, I saw that on the character list. I thought that was crazy when I looked at that. I was like, what the fuck is that? I didn't say anything about it because I didn't feel like taking a screenshot, but I did see it. I'm also realizing that what I originally referred to as terms of service terms of service Spock is probably meant to be the original series Spock, which makes a lot more sense. Also, Spock was talking, he was saying something to me earlier. Like in the game, he had like a little character portrait and he was like yapping about some shit. Like something like, I know that we're something, but we're also scientists. Go get me some flowers or something. It seemed very forced. Shite, dude, what? Oh my god. What am I doing? It looks like it's giving you like an option, like go through big door or small door, but you can't go through big door because it's purpled off. You can only go through small door. It's like a texturing error. Oh yeah, we set that surface to the wrong texture, sorry. The tribbles? Oh yeah, that's what it was. Dude, I think I might be cooked on my daily quest, daily chest nonsense, because I'm not really very close to getting level 11. I was kind of sleeping at the wheel today, even though I played it for probably hours. Dude, I woke up and that shit was running on my phone. You know your phone doesn't go to sleep with that app running? Like, it like dimmed my screen real dark and like turned on accidental touch protection, but it did not allow my phone to fall asleep. Which, why the fuck does it even have permission to do that? Why is that not something I need to explicitly tell it it's okay to do? Like, everything. My phone asks my permission for an app to do fucking anything, but it's like, yeah, no, you can just prevent the phone from turning off forever. Like, the only services I ever want being able to do that are video streaming. Because that is when it stays on when you have it plugged in. Face ID pisses me off as well, but I use a fingerprint sensor, so I do not care. I've never configured the face recognition on my phone, since I know I hate it. And there's like a way better way to log into my phone right there. Normally you used to have a finger sensor and just add people close to you in your life. I just have a fingerprint sensor, and if I want someone else to have access to my phone, I tell them the password. You have to use it because work makes you have an authenticator app. I use my fingerprint sensor for my authenticator app as well. I don't know how this happened, but somehow there's like 2 different MFA processes to log into my Microsoft account sometimes now. Like sometimes there's no authentication at all. Sometimes it'll like bring up one prompt, and then sometimes I need to use like Duo and Microsoft Authenticator both. Microsoft Authenticator cares more about my security than any other authenticator app, but it's sometimes I don't appreciate it. What am I doing? Oh my god, I hate this level. This is such a bad level. Like, I'm not registering someone's fingerprint to my phone because I trust them with my phone. I'll just tell them what the pin is. They can punch in that. It's much easier. And I'm gonna do the whole like roll it across the screen technique. I don't think Trina likes fingerprint. Trina doesn't like biometrics at all. She would not have a pin on her phone if it was up to her. I do remember that when Apple would be like, yeah, you need to type in, yo, you want to download a free 2 kilobyte app? You better type in your fucking Apple ID password first, jackass. Read a text or change music, but you didn't want them to be, I don't know. I don't really have, no one ever uses my phone except me. I understand that there may one day arise a circumstance where I need Karina to sign into my phone. Like, there's like no circumstance where some non-me person needs to log into my phone ever. And if someone did, I could just tell them the pin in that moment. Yeah, I can do anything about this. This is the worst level. I hate this one, dude. It's not fun. Like, I'd rather the difficulty be in like finding the fastest route and executing it quickly, then the difficulty is just, it's really hard to survive. How's it going, Minnow? Okay, I lose. Yeah, Bonkma. I have not run into the you can't kill anything with your boat problem yet that people are talking about. I just target the ones that have a lower number than me, and it usually works. Although that only with the battleship, it doesn't work with any of the other boats. You need the special kill people boat. It's just so you can look at the door? Like, what's the point of that entire section of the level? That is the most, it's a purple gate I've ever seen. You so clearly and obviously cannot go through there. Dude! I saw it. It was right there. Get fucked, idiot, I guess. $16 or $17, dude. I got 10 today. What the fuck? How are people already so high level? Would I let you use my phone if you promise not to do anything clandestine with it? Like if you need, like, well, it depends what you need the phone for. If you're like, can I check Twitter on your phone? Then I'd be like, no, fucking get your own phone. But if you need to, like, hey, I really need to like call someone, can I use your phone? I would let you. Ship's level a little weird. Mostly to look at what my phone has on it. No, fucking mind your business. I don't have anything to hide on my phone, but that doesn't mean that I want to be scrutinized for everything I have on it either. I don't want my fucking... No one wants to have their cell phone contents audited. It doesn't matter how innocent your use case for it is. Like, I've got information about, like, the phone numbers of everyone I know, my work. Like, if you... Like, what do you mean what it has on it? Like, I think that's a weird desire. Like, it's not, you know, I don't need to have something that I care to hide to want the contents of my phone to be private to me. Like, the same way I wouldn't want you to be in the bathroom while I'm taking a shit. Why would I want you to look at through my phone? Although, if you wanted to ask me a question about the contents of my phone, I would be happy to answer. I think that kind of thing is fun. And good. fuck this level. Yours has literally nothing. Well, yeah, that's what I don't know. Like, what are you looking for on my phone? Like, I don't have anything scandalous on my camera roll. It's mostly pictures of like signs, computers, and then like occasionally a photo with my friends who you largely wouldn't recognize. Nuclear codes? Like, you want to see my team's conversations with my coworkers? You want to see what I talk about with my mom? Like, I just don't, like, it's just weird. It's a weird thing to want to look at, I think. I've never been in like a situation where I'm like, oh, I wonder what someone like X person has on their phone. No! No man should have the DM history of his wife audited. I don't know why, I've just really been wanting to go through one of those things. It doesn't seem like a good plan. Finally, dude. No, I'm not playing that one again. Fuck, that was such a bad level. Easy wee. Okay, this one looks like a schmoove level. This is not a survival section. I have no idea what's going on all up here. Is this a maze? I didn't see this in the level preview. Am I supposed to go down first? I'm a little, what? Okay, what is this? What is the purpose of this outer chamber? It's all made of purple. Like, what's the point? What's the point? There's so much pointless shit in this game. This is the starting area. It looks like all roads lead to the same place. Oh, you can go in over here, okay. What? All right. Oh, well, this is awesome. This is so funny and cool. Oh, wait, maybe you go up and out? Wait, there's an up and out here? Isn't this earlier in the level? No, this is a completely enclosed space. Okay. That's the start region. Is that where the ending is? How would I get there? Oh, I can get there from inside? Aha! Okay. Six seconds? That's a big time save. I don't know if I have that in me. $20. $22. Hey. Oh. Scheiß. Oh.
Hi, Vivi.
God, the beginning is just feels so slow, but I don't know what to do about it.
Oh, congrats, Vivi. That's awesome.
How's it going, Gina?
Good. Vivi just said that she got the apartment.
Oh, yeah, sweet.
Yeah, so this was really bizarre. So for my job, basically all of my clients, once a year, I have to do like this questionnaire with them to determine whether or not they're still eligible for the disability program. And then I have to like enter the information they give me into the computer, and the computer like uses some formula that I don't fully understand to determine whether or not they qualify and what category they go in. And so we've got 3 different disability categories.
Okay.
Physical disability, developmental disability, and mental health disability are the 3 categories. And sometimes it can be a little bit challenging if I've got somebody who kind of mildly checks the boxes for multiple categories, because it's possible they qualify under 2 categories, qualify under one of the 2 that they meet some criteria in, or sometimes they don't qualify under either because they just, you know, they if somebody's got like mild mental health issues and mild developmental delay, it's possible that neither of those is going to be severe enough to tick off the boxes, which can be kind of a problem. Anyway, so this case that I have today, and I'm gonna be, of course, really vague about it because of HIPAA, but, you know, I'm not gonna divulge any personal information. This client has a mild developmental delay and a mild mental health concerns. And in the past, it's been difficult for me I've had to run the thing multiple times to get this client to qualify because
so close.
With the developmental delay and the mental health thing both being mild, like they sum up to being something that should qualify, but because of the way the screen works and the way the categories work, it doesn't necessarily. Anyway, so last year, this client qualified under developmental disability. And this time, the developmental disability got more severe, the developmental delay got more pronounced compared to last year. I had to check off more boxes in the developmental category. And the mental health issues improved. So this time, this client has more developmental disability boxes checked than last year, but less mental health disability boxes than last year. And for some reason, the client came up this time categorized as mental health disability, and last time as developmental disability, when ostensibly it should be the other way around. I really wonder how the heck this computer program works, because there's no, what the algorithm is, because, if his mental health improved and his developmental delay didn't, why in the world was he developmental disability last time and mental health this time? You know what I mean? That's weird. Vivi says, I wish disability paid more because I qualify. Yeah, no, disability pays like nothing, but it's also worth noting that what I'm referring to in this case is a Medicaid waiver program. It's not like disability like the income source, but I believe they do use a similar functional screen for that as well.
Scheiße.
But yeah, a lot of my clients do receive disability income, and it's less than $1,000 a month. It's like impossible to actually live off of.
Whew. Software engineer outsourced to Quad. yeah.
So who's Claude?
Claude is a AI that writes code.
Oh.
Like, it's kind of like ChatGPT, but it specializes in code.
You implying that my workplace's wacky functional screen was created by AI? Because, I mean, honestly, that would track with the...
That's another improvement. I said I would stop after another improvement. I'll just go next. You were hoping she'd read that one aloud?
Yeah, the thing is, I didn't
Aloud
know,
is correct. So
I didn't
out
know
loud.
what I didn't know what Claude was, and I only read chats aloud if I understand them. So that's my bad, because I had no idea what Claude meant. Aloud and out loud would both be correct though, DV. Those are both.
That's what I said.
The thing that people fuck up a lot with the word aloud is if they use that spelling to mean like allowed, like, oh, am I allowed to do that?
Oh.
Like that's when people screw up a lot. But this would actually be the correct time to use ALOUD. He says, my English is not improving whatsoever now that I'm out of high school and don't have like constant conversation about higher level topics. Honestly, like, I feel like I feel like obviously I do have a pretty good grasp of the English language, but I feel like my understanding of like specific grammatical rules was like, it hit its peak in like the 10th grade. And like now, like, I don't know, but I guess my philosophy on it also kind of changed, because when I was in school, I was like the type of student that cared so much about the teeniest little grammatical and spelling mistakes. I was such a perfectionist like that. But I mean now, like, I work with the general public. My clients and their families have all sorts of different education levels and literacy levels and all this stuff. So now, like, my philosophy on grammar and stuff has like completely changed to the point where now I'm just like, you know what? As long as I can understand what you're trying to say, I do not care, you know, what grammar and spelling you're using. Vivi says, my brain still hits that grammatical groove whenever I'm like maximizing the flow and meaning of what I'm trying to say in my papers. Yeah, it's been a while since I've written a paper. I'm kind of excited about doing that again, because like my current job, there's no...
Oh, that's the exit.
My current job, there's no room for creativity. It's just paperwork, and it's I don't know. But I'm not sure if I mentioned this to the chat, but I did pretty well on my LSAT, and I'm gonna be applying to law school, so I am going to be writing papers again sometime soon, and I'm kind of excited about it, because I was a pretty good student back in the day, and I feel like being a student is good for my self-esteem because it's something I'm good at, and I'm just excited for what's gonna happen. Thanks, Vivi.
Damn. Yeah, no, Karina studied so hard for the LSAT that she was bound to do great, and so...
Honestly, no, compared to how other people study, like, I studied a lot, and, like, a couple of times I went to, these cafes. There's these, apparently it's, like, in certain parts of the Middle East, it's customary for coffee shops to be open, like, all sorts of hours of the day. So the coffee shops run by the Yemeni people from Yemen are apparently like really popular like study spots because they're open like till midnight. It's really awesome. I went to those a couple of times to do my studying, and it was a really nice environment for that. So I mean, I did like leave the house to study, and I had like a few study books that I did my drills from, but like some people make LSAT studying like their full-time job for months. It's wild how obsessive some people get about it. And like, on the one hand, like, I could have probably done even better if I had devoted even more time to it, but on the other hand, like, at a certain point it's not healthy anymore. Like, more isn't always better.
I wonder what the thing was for that. 30 seconds? Cue death. Oh, great.
Vivi asks, are you doing it for a career choice or just an interest? I do want to become a lawyer.
Holy shit.
So, yes, I am applying to law school, hopefully going to law school, and I would like to practice law. Devin says, I'm a fan of good lawyers. Be one of those. I'll do my best. Vivi asks, thoughts on...
What's up, JC? What do you need?
Vivi asks, thoughts on Kim Wexler. I'm sorry, I actually don't know who Kim Wexler is. Let me look that up.
I've never heard of anyone Vivi has ever talked about.
I'm guessing Kim has something to do with law. Oh, fictional character. Okay. Oh, from Better Call Saul. Yeah, I haven't seen Better Call Saul. You know, I'm probably gonna be hearing a lot more references to shows like that if I go to law school.
Or all the other law students will think it's stupid.
Well, it's not just from the law students, but from other people in my life randomly referencing law things.
Oh, yeah, you know what? That's probably
So
true.
I should probably become familiar with the plots of shows like that, like Better Call Saul and Suits, and possibly the original Law and Order franchise, like the original Law and Order, not SVU or anything like that, but the original one from the 90s.
Do IT people reference anything? SpongeBob. Duh.
Basically, whenever Devin talks about his job with like family and stuff, they tend to bring up whatever their most recent experience with IT was. And because
being in tech support, there's no exciting movies about that. Or large television franchises.
And because tech support for most major companies kind of sucks, a lot of people share very negative stories about dealing with tech support.
Dude, it's only in working in tech support that I've realized how important of a job it is, because I genuinely think that if people just had to figure out how to use computers on their own, that nothing would get done, and maybe computers wouldn't even have caught on as the thing that people have in their homes. Like, it's crazy.
Vivi says, my manager does reference Apu since we kind of work at a convenience store. I tell him to shut up because it's kind of racist. Oy vey, yeah.
I do think working in tech support made me more racist against Indian people.
I mean, honestly though, the issues you had with your Indian colleagues at Ascension weren't really their fault. It was just crappy management from Ascension's end.
Yeah, that's true.
Vivi says he's honestly a walking HR report, but he leaves me alone, so it's okay. Yeah. I don't know, I guess I'm lucky that, like, I don't know, everybody I work with in the social services department.
What I really hate are shitty call centers, and it just so happens to be that most of the shitty call centers are in India.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with the people themselves, just that when you're the shitty call center capital of the world, a lot of people end up there. Oh. This level sucks. Donkey dick.
Vivi says, shout out the Mexican call centers. I heard Jose, we get the shit done. I don't think I've ever interacted with a Mexican call center. If I have, I didn't know it.
I do feel like I don't think I've ever gotten a Mexican call center, but I do think they would get shit done. That checks out.
I mean, a lot of times when I'm calling, like, because I don't really call tech support. Like, if it's something at home, I ask Devin, and if it's something at work, I ask our IT guy Joe. So, like, I'm never really on the phone with tech support. But if it's like some other type of call center, like if I have to call the electricity company or my health insurance company or stuff like that, it's usually local people. Like I'm usually getting people who have like Wisconsin accents. Like I can tell that they live nearby. And honestly, like that's kind of the one saving grace. Like don't get me wrong, I hate the way health insurance works in the United States in general. Like, I've never had a health insurance company that I'm like, wow, they're so good at what they do. Like, generally speaking, my health insurance is a pain in the ass. But to their credit, every health insurance I've ever had has had really helpful people on the phone. Like, once you eventually get a human, they're very nice. Vivi says, my school used a Mexican, Filipino, Indian-based one since they need 24 hours. Honestly, yeah, different time zones. That makes sense. Vivi says it's like, who's the least bad scam? Oh, for the health insurance companies, yeah. No, I mean, like, they all suck. But at least when I have a question on the phone, they're nice to me. Yeah, no, honestly, I just yell human into the phone until they give me a human. Like, I don't even need to be mad. I'm just like, I don't have any patience for these, like, AI, you know, say such and such to tell us what your problem is. No. Especially because I do have a mild speech impediment, and it's not a big deal in my day-to-day life, but it does make it more difficult for the, like, voice command things to understand me, but I can easily be understood by other humans. And so I don't even need to be mad about it. I'll just, as soon as I get on the phone, I'm like, human, human, human. He says, me after yelling agent 94 times. That's so true.
The most sickening phone support experience I've ever had is when I was calling Adobe for an issue that my company was having with their Photoshop Elements licenses. Photoshop Elements is not on Adobe's phone tree. If you want help with that product, the best thing to do is just hit random buttons, and then whoever you get connected to say, I need help with Photoshop Elements, it's not on your phone tree, and then they transfer you. So you need to get transferred to the support team for this.
Oh gosh.
You cannot just call it.
No, this happened to me once when I was trying to call the non-emergency police line about some dude that was like harassing people in the McDonald's drive-thru. He was like taking advantage of the fact that like you have to open your window to use the drive-thru, and he was using that opportunity to like step in front of people's cars and demand money. And he wasn't armed or anything, so I didn't think he was dangerous, so I didn't call 911. I'm like, oh, this is a job for the non-emergency line, right? And so I called them, and they're like, to report a drug deal in progress, press 1. To report something, I forget all the different options, but it was like all sorts of really specific situations for all of the different numbers on the phone tree. And they didn't have one for like, to speak about something else, press such and such. It was like, you have 10 different options for what you could be reporting, and dude harassing people in the McDonald's drive-thru is not one of them. Like, Vivi says Photoshop Elements might be the worst software ever. It's like a downgraded Paint.
It is pretty bad. It's I don't have a license for it. It's crazy that you have to pay for it because it's worse than GIMP.
Vivi says, dude, so I had to show up to court, and of course I have to wait for my turn because there's like 7 cases all set for the same time. Wait, are you at court right now? What time is it where you live?
It's much earlier in the afternoon for Vivi.
Okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense. And for some reason, the court mic just forcibly mutes after not talking for 10 minutes. So the judge is like, Miss Vivi, and I'm on the phone like, hello, hello, and that shit wasn't going through. That sucks.
Anyway, so I get redirected to the Photoshop Elements support team because our licenses aren't working. We have this batch license, and the guy I'm connected to, I'm like, hey, I'm trying to like renew these like 10 or 20 licenses we have of your product. Could you please help me out? And like he couldn't figure out how to renew a license, and so he like escalates me to someone else, and that guy doesn't know what's wrong, why we can't figure out where the renewal is, so he escalates me to another person, and that guy says, yeah, well, what you have to do basically is you just have to call this number, a completely different number, and then you're gonna ask them, like, tell them this information, and they'll renew the license for you, easy peasy, no problem. And so, like, in this entire process, of course, of getting transferred around, I have to wait on hold every fucking time. So it's just like an hour-long phone call I'm having about how to get this Photoshop license. And then we finally reach the person, we're like, hey, we need this batch, like, this multi-user license, like, apparently the type of license or whatever is different, and he's like, oh yeah, we don't sell that anymore. You're gonna need to get this from this person. I'm like, how did we get escalated 3 times and they still connected us to someone who didn't know that they don't make the thing we're trying to buy? But
wow.
So doesn't that seem like something that every technician should know, let alone every 3rd escalation dickhead? I don't know. It was just insane to me. Like, how do you not know that?
Yeah, Vivi says, you know you can swear in over the phone. I was just laying down in my car like I do, referring to the court case. Yeah, I mean, I've heard of them doing like Zoom court and stuff like that, but I've never heard of it being over the phone. I think they need to be able to see you, at least where I'm located. I don't know, but that's interesting. Vivi says Photoshop Elements dead, rest in piss.
No, they still make the product. It's just licensed completely differently. You can no longer get a group license. So like that's what ended up being the resolution is that they no longer sell group licenses. So we just need to buy 20 individual licenses instead. So
they made the program even worse than it already is, basically.
Yes. So they made it harder to use, more annoying, and it's Adobe. So I just taped them anyway as a baseline.
Vivi says, I did my makeup and put on an outfit at 3 in the morning. God, that sucks. I'm sorry to do that.
What am I supposed to do? God, this level would be so much easier if the purple shit didn't kill you. Okay. I'm trying so hard. This level is terrible. It's miserable. It's not even fun. It's shitty ass New Mexico. You shouldn't have expected a video call, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know anything about the New Mexico court system, to be honest.
Well, if it's anything like other governmental systems in New Mexico, I'm sure that they don't even have webcams in the courtroom.
Yeah, I know that they've been trying to move things back in person for the most part in Wisconsin, but certain, like small hearings, things that aren't like major cases, still sometimes end up being via Zoom. Mexican judge pronounced my name wrong. Don't you have a Spanish name based on like what you've described? Okay. Oh my gosh, that reminds me of I have one of my bosses referred to. So I've got a lot of Latino clients and a lot of clients with Spanish names, and several of them have the LLO ending at the end of their name, like Murillo, Castillo, like those kinds of names. And this woman has mentioned that she speaks Spanish. Her maiden last name is a very, very, very common Spanish last name.
Don't worry, Vivi. I couldn't remember it if my life depended on it.
And she still pronounces my clients' names like the ones that end in the double L-O. Murillo, Castillo. I'm like, what? Even I know that's Castillo. Like, I don't speak
real name
Spanish.
once. This is so ass. I mean, I suppose what I could do is set like an anchor on the corner so that I like whip around it, like. There we go.
Okay, Vivi says my last name is very ironic. It means teacher. Everyone in my family has been a teacher. Oh, so it's like nominative determinism. That's so funny. So, speaking of nominative determinism, which for anyone in chat who hasn't heard that term before, it's the idea that sometimes your name, like sometimes people have a name that's just too on the nose for what they do. So my dad used to be a paramedic, and paramedic like squads, like ambulance squads, are kind of supervised by a doctor. Like, the doctor isn't always there with them, but there's like a doctor that like, a medical doctor that like oversees their training and makes sure that they're following best practices. And you know, the ambulance squad has to like meet with this one doctor every now and then just to check in with things. And my dad's ambulance squad's supervising doctor was named Dr. Hazard. So we have a medical doctor named Dr. Hazard that supervises an ambulance squad. I always thought that was the funniest thing.
Just like my last name is incredible Twitch streamer.
Yeah, I would not have changed my name if that was your last name. I would have kept my name prior to marriage because yeah, yikes.
Really, you would have kept mediocre Twitch streamer? Crazy. I disproved it. Fuck off. I'm great. People just haven't discovered me yet. I clicked on it. I did.
Vivi says Devin cooks up worst last name, asks to hyphenate at marriage. Okay, no, so actually, like the legitimate reason why hyphenation was not an option, and I'm gonna try to explain this without doxing either of us. We both of our last names end in the same letter sound. We each have a 2-syllable last name that both end with the same vowel sound. And so it's kind of a slant rhyme, almost. They don't rhyme, but they almost do. And both of them are Hungarian last names that sound kind of funny in English.
Shit probably sounded like a spell.
So,
yeah, a little.
Honestly, no, I think more accurately, if we were to hyphenate our names, it would sound like a fluffy character in a Dr. Seuss book. Right? It would.
I feel like a Dr. Seuss character would rhyme.
Okay, fine. But like that was kind of like I'm just like this just sounds ridiculous. Like not for any specific reason. Like I have unfortunately encountered someone whose hyphenated last name is Brown-Cox. It's not nothing like that. It's nothing where it's like genuinely like terrible, but it just sounds stupid if you put my last name and Devin's last name together. So, yeah, I just shuffled my last name into the middle name slot, and now Devin and I do have the same legal last name.
Mr. and Mrs. I-15.
He says Buggany Guggany type shit. Yeah, honestly, like that kind of thing. Like it doesn't rhyme, but it's close enough in terms of the phonetics and the way the syllables line up that it sounds stupid.
Like Barry Garney.
Oh my, Vivi says, I became a little homophobic because instead of sending their legal hyphenated last name, my sister and her wife combined their last names.
Oh. 6 seconds, dude.
I've heard of people doing that, and like, I kind of have mixed feelings about it. On the one hand, I feel like, people should be able to name themselves whatever they want. But when you're just like basically making a portmanteau of names and like squishing sounds together and stuff, it's just, I don't know. I guess it kind of just challenges my view on how naming conventions should work. And so I don't like it, but I don't have any like legitimate reason not to like it, if that makes sense. I don't know. Oh, Vivi says, I was insanely relieved when I found out it was actually hyphenated. Yeah, that's fair. That's very fair. Honestly, almost every same-sex married couple I know neither of the people have changed their last name at all. Like, they both kept their name prior to marriage. I do know one gay couple where one of them changed their last name to the other one, but to be fair, one of them had a much easier to pronounce last name than the other one. So it kind of made sense. But other than them, every other same-sex married couple I've met has nobody's changed any names. Vivi says, I think my initials being VM low-key was nominative determinism too. Sorry, VM means in this context.
Vivi
Well, no, I know.
Moonshine.
Okay, she said her name means teacher, so it's either maestro or maestra. But oh, virtual machine. Okay. Okay. Like I'm not trying to guess what Vivi's name is, but I meant like I don't know what VM stands for in her reference to nominative determinism.
I think coming in here is just a mistake. Why would I go in there? I go in there because there's a funny white tube that points into it, but...
Oh, Vivi says my last name isn't Spanish actually, so it's not bad. Okay. Well, I won't know what it is then, and that makes perfect sense, because you also don't know what my name is. So, actually, now that I've changed it to Devin's name, it is quite possible that Vivi knows what my last name is.
That is true.
That's fine. I'm actually not, I don't think I'm Googleable yet under my new government name, because I haven't done anything yet under my new government name.
That's true.
Maybe he says, yeah, but I blocked it out because is Devin not interested?
Wow. Well, that's the thing, dude. I feel like Move tries to affect himself. Because like he makes a huge deal out of it anytime his name gets leaked on stream or something. And that makes me want to know what his name is, but I've leaked my name on stream countless times, and most people probably still don't know what it is because I don't care.
Also, I mean,
like I've said this a lot, it's not something I would ever advertise, but like if people find out, it is not the end of the world for me.
Also, I mean, people who are looking at your name screw up the spelling of it.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Even people who know my name don't know my name.
People will literally look at your last name and then spell it wrong while looking at it spelled correctly.
That is very true.
I don't think that there's a whole lot of risk in your chat knowing your last name.
No. I just don't think it's that bad of a thing in the first place either.
Vivi says, like, even if I found out Devin was part of a gangster organization, it'd be like, eh.
Oh, good. That means I can tell you. Check your DMs later.
Vivi says also because like if you actively show your face on stream and talk about your life and publicly show your first name, you're already cooked. Yeah, we've also heavily alluded to what state we live in, what city we live in. Like,
I mean, it's stuff that streamers a lot more popular than me are openly ready to talk about, so I don't feel like it's that.
Also, since you're not that popular of a streamer, we don't have any money. So it's not like, like, what would be the benefit to somebody trying to track us down? It's not like there's much gain.
No.
Vivi says, my old friend was so stressed about getting doxxed, and I'm like, girl, I could find where you live in 5 minutes, nobody cares.
It's crazy to me how many people believe that their IP is somehow private information. On the topic of doxing.
Yeah, but you...
Like the notion that people have that like if someone finds out your IP, that's like a bad thing. Like, it's not hard.
Yeah, but you did tell me the other day that you can't ascertain exact location for my IP without some serious
yeah, no, you can't. Your IP is meant to be public, so it doesn't pin you down to a very specific place at all. if your IP was meant to be private information that would be dangerous if other people found out, then they wouldn't have you sending it to every website you ever visit and every server you ever connect to.
People also just have a lot of misconceptions about the legalities of doxing in general. The reality is, like, I mean, is like doxing is a bad thing to do from an ethical standpoint, from a moral standpoint. It is absolutely not right. But the number of people who think it's like illegal to post somebody's like full name online, it's not. It's absolutely not illegal to do that. It doesn't make it okay, but it is legal. Maybe says, I don't know, I could show up, ask who dinner. Shout out ISPs. First time I've really said that. Wait until they find out what people are going to jail for right now.
God damn it, dude. It's just such a long level. It's not hard, any individual part, but your tolerance for mistakes is very low. There's a lot of opportunities to make a mistake.
Devin?
Yep.
Would you like another shot like the one I gave you yesterday with the apple juice and the apple syrup?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
This song is good, but I do sometimes wish there was more than one song on this track. No, I don't want to go in the fucko tunnel. Me when I go in the seizure tunnel. What the? Wait, well, I didn't jump or nothing. Oh. Damn it, dude. You might just get to level 15 and quit, and I would not blame you for that. I just kind of plan to take it at whatever pace makes sense for until 20 days are up. And then call it wherever I'm at. Brother, oh my god. What the hell is that? Neom. Neom. Wow. Dead stop on that geometry, I guess.
Vivi asks what my favorite book is. That's a good question. I don't know if I have a favorite book. In general, I like books that are like non-fiction sociological commentary. I'm trying to think what books I've purchased or checked out from the library recently. Livy says, I read strictly fiction because my life already makes me live through too much of that stuff. I need escapism. That's how I am with TV. With TV, I love comedies. I love especially comedies that like a lot of people like think they're like a lot of like people who are kind of, I like the comedies that other people think are cheesy, if that makes sense. Like the comedies that a lot of people are like, oh yeah, that's not that good of a show. Like those are the ones that I tend to like. I don't know, just something that's just kind of funny, a little bit stupid, a little bit cheesy. Those are the types of comedies I like.
3 seconds faster than that, huh?
Mimi says, for TV and movies, I love dramas and stuff that makes my heart hurt, lol. I am a fan of Law and Order SVU. That is pretty much my only non-comedy show that I watch. And then, other than that, like, it's all sitcoms all the way.
1 second. Oh, right. Of course.
Vivi says SVU is a classic for sure. Yeah, my mom recently told me that SVU is what got her into true crime. My mom, like every other white woman in the early 50s, is obsessed with true crime podcasts and true crime documentaries and stuff like that. And for me, one of my favorite things about SVU is that it's fictional. Like, I think that I would enjoy it a lot less if everything in there actually happened. But she's like, oh yeah, like SVU is like my gateway drug into true crime. I'm like, really? That's okay, interesting, I guess.
Oh.
Vivi says, I was a true crime person in like 2017, then it blew up and I swerved. Honestly, I feel like I used to listen to those podcasts a lot. You know, they had the serial killers one, the cults one. This was like 2018, 2019. I think they might still be making them, but I feel like I really liked those like very
so close.
matter of fact podcasts, and now like I don't know, like podcasts kill me off when they're too conversational. I want them to just like tell me what they're talking about and not like have like a whole bunch of like random side chatter between the hosts.
.29, dude, come on.
Vivi says, that was one thing I changed my opinion on because the general public and fan bases. Sorry, Devin.
No, that's okay. I definitely understand how it can happen. I just try really hard not to let it happen to me.
Oh, like changing your mind about something because you don't like the fan base?
Yes, I don't engage with the fan base of most stuff I like watch and enjoy.
See, fan base problems is why I'm not a fan of the Chicago Cubs.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, because of your cousin?
No, I don't have. Which cousin?
Joey.
Oh. I've got multiple Cubs fan cousins. Which one are you talking about? But, no, I grew up in the part of the Chicago metropolitan area that's, like, very, very Cubs. Like, Chicago has two different, MLB teams, and I am from the Cubs side, so to speak. But Cubs fans are so famously obnoxious that I've just never been able to get on board with what they're selling, you know what I mean? Like, their behavior at games is atrocious. Anyway,
Yeah, we're getting worse.
Vivi says, yes, like an audiobook in essence. I like an interview like NPR or something. Yes, exactly. I like podcasts that really matter of fact. So yeah, basically an audiobook, more or less. Vivi says, I'm always fighting the Kate Bush hype. Stranger Things, I hate you. Stop being a Cubs fan after 2016. Winning wasn't fun. I think 2016 was the only year I was a Cubs fan. I remember my mom made me stay up and watch the final World Series game because she said that that it was history in the making and that I would be upset if I missed it. And so even though I didn't give two shits about baseball, she made me stay up until the game was over. Vivi says, that year was great. We watched it at school. What? Did you?
My dad was like, this is an important moment in sports history. We have to...
Vivi, did you live around here? I can't imagine why a bunch of teachers in New Mexico would show the Cubs game to the...
well, Cubs are the national de facto team.
I guess. Oh, Vivi was living in Japan at the time. Oh, okay, that's even stranger. Okay. Although I guess the Japanese...
Probably for the same reason the Cubs are the national de facto team, they would be the team that people like in Japan.
The Japanese do love baseball, yeah.
Your family's from St. Louis?
Oh, neat. Okay, I feel like we might have talked about this before. My mom is so old they used to have the Browns and the Cardinals at the time. I don't know enough about MLB. The Browns, that still sounds like a team, but I feel like they're in Cleveland, right? Cleveland Browns? That sounds similar. That sounds familiar.
Yeah, that's a team. I don't remember it's a baseball team or a football team.
I don't even know what sport they play. But, yeah. They were Browns fans and they hated the Cardinals. Yeah, that would be a problem now, because the Cardinals are the only St. Louis team now. Vivi says, anyway, Browns got Thanos snapped and became the Baltimore Orioles. Oh, they got moved to Baltimore. Okay. So they were like, fuck the Cardinals. I'll be a Cubs fan because they hate them.
Makes sense.
Yeah, the Cardinals do have quite a following in Illinois, too, just because a lot of Illinoisans live closer to St. Louis than they do to Chicago. But up by where we live, it's always, you know, Cubs and Sox. Mostly Cubs. Well, up by where we currently live, it's Brewers. But where we grew up, it was Cubs and Sox. My family was Sox fans, but, like, not too obsessively. We just didn't really care about baseball that much. Vivi says also because the Cardinals are, like, legendary and awesome. I don't know enough about baseball to give an opinion on that. Oh, I'll be back. I need to finish cleaning up the ceiling.
All right. Oh, I still had the grapple on. I see.
Vivi says, poor team, smaller city, and they're like one of the most successful teams in sports. Okay, so they're like an underdog kind of figure. Also, apparently Japan's team is the Dodgers.
Oh yeah?
I swear, I didn't even know, like, I've heard of the Dodgers, I did not know that they were a baseball team. I'm that out of the loop. I did not know what sport they play.
I knew they played baseball.
Like, you could not get me to state with certainty whether that is a baseball team, a hockey team, or a basketball team. I know it's not a football team. TV says, this guy is on billboards and flags and ads everywhere. I see the dude 25 times a day. That's kind of how, well, actually not anymore so much. Actually, it kind of still is like this. That's how it is with Giannis in Milwaukee. Milwaukee Bucks, it's our basketball team. We have Giannis.
Vivi is definitely aware of who Giannis was.
Okay.
Almost certainly.
He still plays for them.
Yeah.
And I also learned recently, I actually think this might have been one of your coworkers that mentioned this at the holiday party, that apparently, so Giannis is from Greece, and because of that, his success in the NBA has made the news in Greece. People know about him. He's a household name in Greece, and because of that, a lot of people think of in Greece think of Milwaukee as like a major U.S. city. Like it's like one of the first cities they think of when they think of the United States, which is kind of funny because we're like the 50th largest city in the United States. We're not really up there at all, but apparently we've really we've really gotten onto the map thanks to Giannis, and his countrymen know about Milwaukee. Vivi says, I watched Giannis before he was good. He does a lot of good in the community too. He's really involved in humanitarian causes. His big thing is the Milwaukee Diaper Mission. He donates a ton to make sure that every Milwaukee family has access to diapers for their babies. Giannis is great. That 2021 championship was crazy. Yeah, no, that was when I first moved to Milwaukee. I remember that. Vivi says, I love that he always puts on his brothers too. Yeah. Whew. Yeah, I figured he was probably gonna get traded soon because he's been with Milwaukee for a while now. If he says, I hope it's to Charlotte if he does. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, I don't follow baseball that not baseball, I don't follow basketball that closely, but, I mean, he's clearly been really good for the Bucks, and so I would hope that he is able to stay with Milwaukee, but I know realistically with the way that national sports leagues work, he's not gonna be with the Bucks forever, and that's just how it is. And he says, looks like he's a top 4 power forward of all time. He's a Bucks legend. I'm in favor of him staying forever. I mean, it's the thing. Ultimately, it's a business that they're running, and they have to trade people around to keep things exciting and make the business more profitable. And that's just how it works. Alright, well, I am going to go to bed.
Okay.
So, good night.
I'll be up there shortly, trying to restart this level. No, that would have been it. Fuck. I'm gonna try doing that a little more. That was a really fast end. Yeah, and that, wow. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, 0.05, dude? Come on, give me a break. Easy. Oh, close. God, that first run was clean as hell, dude. If I hadn't messed up, that would have been, I think, easily in. Oh, 045. Definitely the speed you get for staying the beaten course is worth not taking the most direct route, but that was too much height, damn. way ahead right now. Fuck. I forgot I could wall run and that it's really fast. Good night, Vivi. This is so hard. This is actually really precise for the 3. They're looking for a cracked player. Not enough height. It's so tight. Fuck. Too much height. not enough speed. It's so hard. How is anyone supposed to do this? Let alone an idiot. Whoa! Bunch of vertical speed for no reason. Funny stuff, dude. Double 08! Oh my god. Dude, I got fucked there, dude. The game doesn't even measure time that precisely. It has to guess. Like, even if I was already all the way down to the bottom, I wouldn't have made it. I might still play this game, but this is the last stream. There's no way. It's just not fast enough. And I get stuck to the wall again. You fall so fucking painfully, agonizingly slowly in this game, dude. Any section where you have to go down is just time lost city. It might be better to not grapple at all in there. I don't know. Who's to say? It seems intuitive that you would fall faster if you had a rope pulling you towards the ground in addition to gravity. be cracked to get this one. It's so fucking hard. Decent pace, but ruined again. I got nervous and I threw. It does seem like grappling there is just a good idea. Yeah, it gets me here faster. Oh my god. Yep, that was what I was missing to grapple the bottom of that thing on my way up. Alright, last one. Okay, 1 second to say, then I've made a lot of mistakes there. Wow. Damn it. Hello, connect to the blue thing. Fuck, right into the purple. Probably why the purple's there, honestly. It would be way too easy to do that otherwise. Cool. The skip was so massive that it didn't matter that I sucked ass at the rest of the level. It was just such a big skip. Top 10K. All right, that's it. See you guys next time. Bye-bye. Probably last Cyberhook stream. I'm gonna take it off the backlog. It's a fun game. Thank you guys for watching. Peace. Whew.